Hey, Scott here, and I am fired up because today I want to share with you how I started doing something intentionally and how it had a major impact on our Etsy shop sales. I'm talking over 300% increase from the year before. And what I'm talking about here is adding more traffic and adding more sales. But the big question is, what did you do? I'm going to break that down. I'm actually going to give you 5 areas that we focused on, and each one of these has an impact on sales. And you're probably watching this thinking to yourself, yeah, how do you get more sales? That's probably one of the biggest struggles for people that are either starting on Etsy or people that are even existing businesses and they're starting to see a decline or maybe just flatline. And so what I want to share with you may help you. And I'm going to share with you what we did, and it has had a huge effect on our Etsy shop. So let's dig in. Now, the very first thing, I'm going to be honest with you, it may seem obvious, but you may need to ask yourself this same question, and that is, are you focusing on your Etsy shop? And I know it sounds kind of obvious, but we really weren't. So let me give you the quick backstory. My wife started an Etsy shop about 2 years ago, and she just did it purely out of, well, I want to create stuff, put it up there, see if people would buy it, and a little bit of a side hustle. Cool. But then we started to see some traction, and then I got involved and said, you know what? Let me go ahead and see if we can actually focus on this and grow it into something bigger. And our target right now is to hit 6 figures in sales in the next 12 months. And I actually created a video about this, and you can go ahead and check it out in the description after we're done with this one. But listen, I want to really talk about this because it's so important. What you focus on will grow. We know that. What you focus on will get the attention. And that was a big one for us. So I decided to focus on helping her grow the business, right? Grow the brand. And it's not just a little side hustle now. It is actually something that we're going to turn into a full-fledged brand and a business. But once I decided to do this, then we started to implement some of these next things that I'm about to share with you. But before we go forward, little timeout, make sure you don't skip that first one. Focus on growing your Etsy shop. So the second thing I want to share with you that we did that really helped explode sales was we focused on doing product research. Now, in the very beginning, my wife was doing a little bit of research, but not really looking deep into the market and seeing what is already selling and what is already being searched for. That's a big one. I see a lot of sellers, not just on Etsy, by the way, on all different platforms that come up with a great idea, but no one's searching for it. No one is looking for it. It's really hard to sell something if no one is searching for something and wanting to buy it. So I took it upon myself to start getting intentional with product research. So now you might be asking yourself, how did you do your product validation and your product research? The very first thing I did was I went into the Etsy search bar and I started to do searches. And I typed in hunting, and then from there, I could see what else was being suggested. This is where I started. Then from there, once I identified a product, I took it one step further and I used a tool that is used for doing product validation. It is called Everbee, which, by the way, little shameless plug here. If you want to go through my affiliate link, you can try it for free. Head on over to brandcreators.com/Everbee and you can do 10 free searches. Go check it out. Yes, that is a shameless plug. And yes, you will buy me a cup of coffee if you go through it. All right, moving on. So we go through this product research to see what products have already sold in the past. And we can look at monthly sales and we can look at lifetime sales. And that will at least give us a good understanding if the products that we are going after will have a chance of making sales. This way, we're not guessing. We don't want to guess. That right there is a huge takeaway for anyone that is just throwing up random products. Find what's already selling, make a better version, and sell it. And that leads me to number 3. Once we figure out what people are buying and we're doing this product research, we're going to list products and we're going to do it very consistently and very intentionally. When you list new products, number one, you're able to have more products in the Etsy catalog that you can be found for. The second reason is because now Etsy will give that listing a little bit of love in the very beginning when you list it, because it wants to test it. It wants to see, are people in fact going to buy this? We actually did this for 30 days straight. We launched one new product for 30 days and the results were crazy. We made sales consistently, not on all of them, but on a good portion of those products. And that led people over to our shop to buy even more stuff because they found it from a different product. So whenever you have more products in there, it also increases your chances of people buying more stuff from your shop or things that are related to the thing that they just bought. So that's why we want to add more products. That one thing alone will definitely help you increase your sales. It worked for us and it might work for you. Now that is one thing that definitely had a huge impact on increasing our sales. So the fourth thing is using Etsy's tools internally to help sell more of our own products. What am I talking about? Using Etsy ads. Yes, I know. You're thinking, Scott, but I got to spend money to sell products. Yes, in the very beginning, we want to get exposure on these products. And this is something that I see missed by a lot of Etsy sellers, because they're thinking to themselves, if I pay $3 and I get one sale, well, there goes my profit. But what you need to realize is two things. Number one, if we get someone over to our shop from that, and let's say it did cost us $3, there's a good chance they might buy more. Or the other benefit, and the second reason that we want to do this, is because once we start getting sales on that product, Etsy is going to also see that in the organic search and start to raise it up and start to make it higher up on the search results because it's showing that it's selling. And yes, if someone clicks on your ad and you spend $3 for that one sale, then you would look at it and say, well, I only made $17. But the truth is, if you have more products in there and now they buy two things, that same $3 brought you in two sales. And it's going to increase the amount of sales on those products, which is also going to move it up in the search rankings. So that's a big one. But you see how this is all kind of working together, right? Number one, we've got to focus. Then number two, we got to do a little bit of product research so we're not guessing. And then number three, we got to actually create the products and launch the products on Etsy. And then number four, we want to get eyeballs. And the final one that I want to share, which I know there's probably 90% of Etsy sellers that are not doing this. And I know for a fact this has dramatically increased our sales, and that is email marketing. And what I'm talking about here is building an email list of people that are interested in your market and then offering them discounts or just offering them to go over and buy something that was just released. Here's the deal. If you have the control of getting in front of the right people, you are going to increase your chances of selling. And once again, if I have the leverage of an email list that I can send people that I know are interested in what we have to offer, and then they buy from my Etsy shop, what does that do again? It increases the sales on that product, which also lets Etsy know people like this product. They're buying this product. Let's raise it up in the rankings. Let's give them a higher position than someone else that's not making as many sales. But once again, let me go back to step number two. This is why we need to know, though, is there search traffic? Are people already looking for this? Are people already buying this? All right. So those are the 5 different areas that we focused on that dramatically increased our sales. And the more that we do this, the more that this will increase our sales and the wider of a net that we cast on the Etsy platform. Now, what I just shared with you, they're not hard, right? They're very easy to do, but the problem is we don't do it. So again, little recap. Step number 1, focus. Be intentional on growing your Etsy shop. Number 2, product research. Make sure that you go after products that are being searched for and that people are already buying. Step number 3, create products and lots of them. And then number 4 is you want to use the tools inside of Etsy, like their Etsy pay-per-click. And then the 5th thing, email marketing. Start building a list inside of your market. Start sending them emails to let them know about specials, about offers, about new releases. And when you're able to follow up with people on a regular basis that are interested in your products, you're probably going to have a greater chance of selling more of your products. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. So listen, if you've enjoyed this video, do me a favor, smash the like button. Also, drop a comment down below if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them for you, maybe even cover it on an upcoming video. And if you did enjoy this video, I'm gonna put another video right here to watch next that will take you through how we launched 30 products in 30 days and that entire process so you can do the same. Guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making it for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.